All right. We have some sort of movement here. We're going to be going to watch Leftovers versus Late in the lower bracket here. Leftovers, as we saw yesterday, they are having a fill-in. Going to be watching Hypnotic, Hey Hi, Reptar, Head Like a Hole, Epion, and then Stark is being filled in with Koi instead. So Koi has joined over with Leftovers to fill in for Stark. They will be taking on Late. Sir Snipies, Polak, Savage, Miller, Insight, and 9 are going to be heading up late as they move into this lower bracket best of 3. So, what does that look like? Well, it will be, there was a ban pick phase here between late and Leftovers. You can see Leftovers banned Lennon, late banned Anzio, and so our first map will be on Harrington, our second map will be on DOD Thunder. All right, looks like Pollock's computer is back up and running. We are going to get ready to go here on map 1 of the lower bracket best of 3 here. Savage, we are late, but we are here, living up to their name of late. We are starting, here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going live here with late versus Leftovers on DOD Harrington. Map 1 of a best of 3 here in the lower bracket. Head Like a Hole going to take his grand, and he is going to be going long, so he will be priming a nade right to begin with, and chucking it down there as a little surprise for whoever is coming over there on the Axis side. We see a flurry of activity in the middle already as Hey Hi over on Mountain gets a grenade over to Pollock before he sprays and loses that spray battle to 9, as 9 also kills Epion in sewers. So 9 is going to take control of this mountainside, and nade bounces right up into him. Luckily, that nade 9 was holding does not kill Savage, and Savage is able to get that trade onto Koi, as well as another pick onto Reptar. Pollock going to stand over here trying to get a nade up into that upper connector, but Savage's nade blows up first. So Hypnotic is quickly sent back to spawn. Reptar going to move into that upper connector, prime a nade, see if he can get it onto that middle section to try and stop the flag cap. He does not get any kills, but there's only one Axis, so they moved off it already. And he finds him in mid-house, so now it's Reptar getting sniped by Snipies, who came in from white stairs. So the 1v1 quickly turned into a 2v1. We see a very fast capping of all the single capture flags by Leftovers. Meanwhile, they kind of forewent that middle section, and late is able to get the flag cap on the middle double cap, giving them at least some protection from a cap out there. Savage going to prime a nade and throw it into that middle, but he's a little too late to get that flag cap there. So he does get someone coming up, but Reptar is able to kill him on ladder. Head Like a Hole, going to be pushing up towards that sandbag spawn, and gets the 90 on Pollock, but Pollock's quick snap over to him prevents Head Like a Hole from being a menace over there at that spawn. Reptar moving up white stairs, finds Sir Snipies coming around. They have a little wave before he leaves, and Koi ends the battle early, thinking Reptar was not Reptar, so a little team kill action there early in the match here. Hey Hi gonna move up, looking for the Insight, who finds Hey Hi first, so the Axis control of that first flag will maintain. Hey Hi respawns, jumps down to double doors before he can kill 9. Insight is still around here. Meanwhile, Pollock going on a spree over there. Unfortunately, Pollock died before he could get that middle capture, but that was a quick 3 or 4K for him over there in middle. Head Like a Hole in that upper connector, looking to make sure they hold on to that middle flag. And about 4 were dead on the side of Late, so they all just respawn. So Reptar waiting for them to come out of spawn. Gets 1, gets 2. Koi gets a Hypnotic gets the 3rd one, but Koi gets a teammate again. So that's 2 team kills for Koi, as Koi redeems himself by killing Miller and going for the cap out, but 9 sitting on the flag, playing goalie prevents Koi from going in and getting that cap out. A couple ticks going the way of Leftovers, giving them a lead on the score, but that does not matter as long as Late keeps it in. A cap out will quickly change that. 9 pulls out his Luger to finish the fight there with Head Like a Hole, and he's going to move up and grab this plateau flag, giving Late at least another single cap to their name. Insight, unfortunately with his nade, gets his own teammate, so he's going to grab a sniper instead as he peeks these white stairs. He'll be looking for that Sir Snipey's, which is his teammate. He'll be looking for Hypnotic. Grabs a Car 98 instead, misses the shot on ladder, as it's a Miller gets the kill though down from that cap, and they're going to move into that cap. A nade comes in, killing Insight. Koi with the nice nade to break that capture, as well as Epion cleaning up Miller out of there. So making sure control stays on the side of Leftovers there. Savage cannot get the spawn kills as Reptar comes out. Pollock, though, a little further away, gets traded with Head Like a Hole, as Head Like a Hole is able to grab their second flag. And now it comes down to 1 flag remaining for the Axis. They do get their first control back, as over here Miller is playing goalie on that Head Like a Hole, does get the kill. And that is a lot of Leftovers dead, so Late should be making some sort of flag control push, as Leftovers went for the cap out and pretty much all died, so giving up a lot of map control due to that failed attempt. And there it is, Late gets the middle flag, and now a lot of the flag control is on the side of Late. Like we were saying, this map can be very quickly. Those flags can turn hands at a moment's notice, as Insight gets a nice little kill on Hey Hi, grabs his bar, moves up, but Epion, playing backup, is waiting for Insight as he comes around that corner. Epion, 2 kills from Trybox. Another nade coming out, so he's going to dodge that real fast. He knows that he's got company to his left here, so he's going to wait upstairs, see if anyone comes out that way before he is at a disadvantage looking the other way. He's going to rush in, and there was the disadvantage to Insight. Insight knew where he was. He did not know where Insight was. Koi has a scoped car over there at Tree, and he kills Snipey's with his own gun. That's unfortunate. So he's going to move back to that ladder area, see if he can get any pressure onto Mountain, and he does, killing Savage down in Mountain Pit. He gets a little spray paint as he moves in to that first Mountain Flag house. He's going to grab that flag capture and look towards that spawn ramp. Missed the shot as he came in, though, so Insight quickly able to get that flag back, preventing the threat of a cap out. Snipey's nice shot onto Hypnotic there, but Hey Hi Spray gets that trade. Head Like a Hole with his Car 98 that he grabbed off a dead body, moving up into those arches, which Reptar had control of, but Reptar goes down to Pollock. Head Like a Hole, and someone else is back there, is probably Koi, standing back there. So just 1 flag left, and that is the Mountain House. Hypnotic sniping over on Mountainside, because Mountain House is the nut that they can't seem to crack, or at least get it at the same time they have all the other flags. Meanwhile, they've actually lost middle, as they've committed a lot of resources over here to Mountainside. Late was able to snipe that middle flag out from underneath them. as Miller gets a nice shot. Unfortunately, it was on 9, and then Miller dies as well. So late cleared themselves out of upper connector there. They finally get that mountain house, but again, they don't have the other flags. So while they're able to finally get mountain house, they lose control of the other side of the map. Hey though is pushed up. Desperately needs to reload. Gonna reload here and wait at the corner. And now it just becomes kind of a game of cat and mouse between Hey 9, and Insight, as Hey is looking to control this flag for as long as possible. So Snipey's, on the other hand, wants to make sure they do not get control of middle, because that is what's really preventing the cap out here. Also, oh no, Koi gets a knife in mid-house on the Savage, or right outside of mid-house. So Snipey's avenges him, as well as Landsight getting a kill on to Hey Epion moving up through those white stairs, though. He's in the upper connector. And oh my god, behind a little ninja cap, they had control of that middle flag, and then it was just a bunch of solo flags at that point, giving late a cap out that I don't even think yesterday's was anticipating. I definitely was not anticipating. And that catapults late, who was slightly behind most of the map, catapults them into a quick little 20-some point lead. Hey moved up all the way at ladder already. They have pushed pretty quickly off of initial. Gets Sir Snipey's in the back. Snipey's was not expecting the heavies to be all the way up at ladder and inside mountain already. Epion does die in that mountain house, but Hey is still here until the Savage's nade bounces down right at his feet. 9 and Savage do have control of that mid house, but middle flag capture goes the way of Reptar. Koi does grab that plateau finally for them, so giving them their own flag. Headlight Go Hole going to be playing on this long. He is currently 10 and 13, so it's been a bit back and forth with Headlight Go Hole and who's playing over there? Miller. Reptar holding down this middle section for leftovers. Meanwhile, the bridge control goes over to Insight. And Snipey's is finally able to kill Reptar. Koi over here on long dies to Miller, so Miller's going to grab this flag, meaning the only flag left for leftovers is going to be that middle double cap. And there it is, the capture by Miller, meaning only the double cap at middle is the only thing left for leftovers. Reptar only has 15 health, pushes up to the sandbag spawn to make sure they don't come this way to capture that middle. And you can see that middle flag giving them 2 points, but the 2 back flags giving Axis 2 points. So both teams scoring 2 points on that tick, kind of a wash there. Epion trying to get his first flag back. With a double cap, leftovers will be able to see when late tries for that cap, as it will give you a 1 out of 2 and then 2 out of 2 and start capping. So they can play a little bit off of that flag as they try to get the solo flags, which are instant caps. And as we saw, the instant caps can quickly turn and all of a sudden become a cap out if you're not paying close enough attention. Insight dies with a grenade in his hand, does get it off, but not in time. That's 5 dead on the side of late. So watch for leftovers to make a push here. Late has respawned, so they are in mountain in time to prevent the cap out, as Reptar looks to rotate, but finds 9 waiting for him. Insight goes over to the side of Arches to help that side out and does capture the flag, clearing that out, giving leftovers a much harder time of capping out, although Koi over here in mountain has a Car 98 holding on to this mountain house flag. Hey gonna come provide him backup. So now we can see late flooding their right side of the out of spawn, going to this arch flag to make sure they have a lot of protection on it, as we see Hey Hi starting to rotate over with 2 kills. They're coming from the back. Savage able to get him from spawn, though. 9 is playing that back guard. Pollock and Miller getting kills, so all of a sudden 3 dead on the side of leftovers, giving late a bit of breathing room on their second flag, even though they still don't have control of that first flag, and it's because they chose not to, right? They all went to the second flag. Miller pushing all the way up, going to try to grab that plateau flag after the spawn. Gets 1 kill off the spawn, but dies to the lower connector. Pollock sitting up there in that big window. We can see they're looking for each other, and Reptar does finally, actually, that was Savage, my bad. Reptar does find Savage as both sides respawn. Insight over here with a bar, able to get some headshots on Head Like a Hole before, again, 3 more axes push up into this plateau area. Savage looking to take back Mountain House here. He's going to try to get that flag back. He does. He's able to get it. He's looking all over for whoever was holding it, but I think they're gone. As Epion is the closest one here with a bar at a trip box. And all of a sudden, the only flag left is on the long side, and it is the Allies' second flag. So the Allies will just have to get their second flag to be able to do this cap out. Pollock and others need to rush into this arch area. They're not in time. Pollock and Miller do get 2 kills on the way, but Hey Hi and Head Like a Hole, even though they died and didn't get a kill, they prevented them from getting there in time, giving a cap out over to Leftovers. So now we have a cap out going both ways, and you can see that Leftovers has a lead at this point due to just holding middle longer than Late has held middle. Nice shot by Pollock, hitting the shoestrings of Epion, as Epion tries to move up from those try boxes. Late going for a very fast middle capture as Pollock moves into those servers. Head Like a Hole already pushed up into arches. Going to get a nade thrown at the spawn as he waits and tries to hold on to this area. Gets a 90 on one shot. Does clean it up. So, going to allow Allies to get 1 point of every tick with that hold, although Landsight has already pushed into that bridge area. Hey Hi looking all over for him. Hey Hi, you gotta go, bud. You are down to 1 flag. You gotta be able to get this, but Insight waiting there. So we are left with this being the only flag of Allies. Never mind, as we watch Miller check the corners and then realize it was wide open and just dive onto the flag, giving a quick, very fast cap out to the side of Late. Insight held the nade a little too long, let Hey Hi get the drop on him, as Hey Hi quickly moves to those mountain stairs. Miller and Head Like a Hole having a little spam war over on long. Head Like a Hole comes out the victor, as Epion helps over at ladder area, runs in. Hey Hi has already got this flag, but died. So Epion gonna come in, and Koi gets the butt kill onto 9, so put a feather in Koi's hat, and an even faster cap out, thanks to the quick rifling skills of Koi and Head Like a Hole and Reptar, allowing them to quickly gain access to those flags after Hey Hi and Epion held on to that mountain house. Looks like Leftovers going for a fast mid-cap. Nade coming in. Does prevent it. Nice break by Pollock on middle. That nade gets both Leftover members in that middle section clearing it out. 9 going to push all the way up to the bridge. He knows someone's in sewers. Finds Epion coming back out of sewers. 9 now has 15 health, a bar, and he's going to be holding as Hey Hi comes around that corner. 9 does fall to Koi, though, as Koi makes the rotation, but Insight there to make sure that flag stays in the hands of the Axis Powers. Epion went high, gets a nice spray kill on a Savage, as Savage was looking the way of ladder, and they do get their first flag back. Hypnotic going for the flag cap instead of the mid-house control. Does not quite have a friend there yet, so he's really just giving away his position. Still does not have a friend there, still giving away his position, but he's holding onto that corner, and he gets the kill onto Sir Snipey, so it worked out for him anyway. Now he moves up into that mid-house because he realizes he doesn't have any friends. And late on the respawn, going to come in and try to get him out of that mid-house area, which Miller is able to do. And so now late going to make a play onto this middle section. Miller watching multiple friends push up and not cap the flag with him, so someone has to come from behind to jump on the flag, but they do get it. They get that flag cap, they hold on to that middle flag, and then we have a smattering of weird flag caps on either side. Epion pushes up at the wrong time, 9 waiting just for him. So Hypnotic going to be sniping on Mountainside, trying to give some support and trying to guard their last remaining flag. Miller's up to 32 kills, Pollock at 34, Snipey's at 32, Hey Hi at 34, Koi at 37. This has been a knockout fight, 20 seconds left. Leftovers currently with about a 20-point lead. Looking to make sure they don't get capped out on Koi, grabs that plateau flag back, and he's just going to kind of hold it for the last 10 seconds as he pushes up finally and right into Miller's gun, and that is going to be the end of the first half. 179 for Leftovers, 154 for Late. A very back and forth game that saw cap outs on either side out of nowhere. So it all is going to come down to the second half here. It is wide open. The score is almost very close together. So anyone's game. 179 for Leftovers and 154 for Late. Okay, let's refresh the stream here real quick. And there we go. First half score updated. Second half about to begin as everyone comes in. And every time it reconnects me, my game audio is so loud. So, second half, what's the difference? The difference was kill sprees. That was the biggest difference of the respawn timer is 10 seconds and resets when someone dies. So, you're going to respawn, and then when someone dies, it starts that 10-second timer. So making sure you have an idea of not only your timer, which the players can see on their HUD, but also the enemy's respawn timer, which they cannot see on their HUD, is a really pivotal for these pushes of when they're going to be. So there are multiple times where 3 or 4 members of a team would die, and they died with a long respawn timer, so the other team had like 6-7 seconds to be able to push and get a bunch of map control. And in a map that is relatively small like Harrington, 6 or 7 seconds allows them to gain a lot of ground, leading to those very fast cap outs. Not to mention, as the respawn, you still have to then run from spawn to the first flag, so there is that time that you got to factor in as well. It is not an instantaneous back into the action. You respawn and then have to run yourself back to position. So making sure that you push when your respawn timer is low, so you die and come right back up, or making sure that you push when you know you have room to push. That is going to be something that is communicated with the team. They will call out when they hear respawns, and then they will start the timer from there. To know that if they just got a respawn and they get a kill spree right after everyone respawn, that is the time to really put the pedal to the metal. So Leftovers now going to be on Axis side as we see Hey Hi and Epion taking up the heavies once again. And we see Headlight Hole going to grab the Stoss as he runs into that long area. Epion going to quickly go into sewers, try to establish a presence there. Meanwhile, out of the gate, late, ready to go. They have control of long. They have control of middle. They just got 3 more kills. That is going to be pushing Leftovers. And they're pretty much all dead. So there's no one here really to defend it as... Sorry, Head Like a Hole is here to defend it. He gets one. Savage coming in through the bottom, but there are some axes here now. In time to try and defend this mountain house area. We have one on mountain stairs. He's taken out by Reptar. Reptar does die to the mid-house sniper, but Hypnotic grabs a bar instead of his sniper. That's kind of a decision. Koi's pushed all the way up. He's the one that has given some sort of breathing room to Leftovers, allowing them to kind of rebuff Late's attack. Hell Like a Hole was left on an island as he was pretty much the only one there waiting for backup. But he was able to do it, and that's 4 dead on the side of Late. So now, with 4 dead, and that's a long respawn timer as the 5th one just died. That was a very long respawn timer. Leftovers grabs that first flag, and they move all the way in. Epion goes for the cap out, but gets shot, but it's Hey Hi right behind him. And that is what I was talking about with the respawn timers. Late had the pressure. Late had a cap out on the precipice, but they all die with a very long respawn timer, and Leftovers makes them pay with a cap out of their own. Insight from Tribox gets Reptar before he's taken out by Hypnotic. Meanwhile, Late going for a fast cap of middle again. And Nine's pushed all the way up, gets 1 kill at that spawn before Head Like a Hole finds him. Insight gonna grab his nade and try to find Hey Hi, but Hey Hi was way closer than he anticipated. Miller, 3 HP, gets a kill on Nikoi. He's pushed up with those arches. Hypnotic just patiently waiting for him. Savage does get him from that White Stairs area. We see Snipies win that sniper wall, and Pollock spamming up the White Stairs, getting Koi. As Insight is moving his way through tunnels. Savage going to prime a nade and throw it down long. Miller looking down that way. Insight moving up those mountain stairs. There, they find Pollock got that arch, so Insight unable to get the ninja. Hey Hi looking for him. And we have, looks like Sir Snipies trying to make his way in here. Although there are a bunch of defenders, and then Hey Hi finds him from the side. So Insight going to be left alone here. Oh no, never mind. Reptar is able to get that shot before the final bullet hit. Nice shot there from Miller as he goes for a 2nd kill up on this ladder. Nine throws a grenade instead, says enough of the spam battle, we'll just blow it up. Savage gonna sit here in mid-house, try to control the mid area a little bit, but Reptar waiting for him to peek. So now it's Pollock's turn to try to kill Reptar. And he does succeed in killing both Koi and Hypnotic, but not Reptar. So Reptar does get the kill, but Pollock leaves him alone, so no one is there to cap the flag with Reptar. So he essentially broke that middle capture before it even had a chance to start, Pollock did. And then finally Reptar is cleaned up by Savage. Hey, hi. Pokes his head through and all of a sudden gets beamed in the face with a grenade. Savage looking for Koi. Gonna throw a grenade up in there. After getting Koi, he's gonna look over towards Mountain House and go up the ladder, see if he can help out over here. He does find one, misses the shot, so backs up a little bit. Hypnotic gonna look up over there. Not Hypnotic, Sir Snipey's gonna look over there. Meanwhile, Miller pushed all the way up. So Savage and Sir Snipey's gonna be trying to get in here. Where are the defenders? Two up top. As HLTV tries to take control of the camera, we see Hey Hi get a kill on those mountain stairs. Reptar getting a kill in that L area. Reptar up the ladder, right into Insight's waiting arms. As Epion here guarding that mountain house. They do have control. Koi has pushed all the way up to that plateau area. Gets Miller as he comes out of spawn. So that's going to allow him to get that fourth flag for the Axis. Giving the whole long side of the map over to leftovers. He's going to throw a nade into that spawn. And then throw an unprimed name which will blow up a little later. Neither nade was correctly timed as Miller comes through and gets Koi as he runs away. Sir Snipey's going to die to Reptar. Insight pushed all the way up at that arch flag. So Koi had control of that side and then quickly lost all of it with just one death. That's what I'm talking about with the respawning. Headlight Goal takes out Insight. As Miller jumps down, grabs that flag. Epion does get the kill. Grabs the flag, making sure that there are not going to be any cap-outs. As 3 quick kills going the way of Late. Make that 2 more with 9 sitting on that ramp. And all of a sudden the game is paused. So something may have happened with the computers. We will find out. So let's do some quick math here. We've got 12.5 minutes, 12:44 minutes left. Let's see, the score is, what, 15 points? 24 points, 25 points, whatever. 25 points lead for Leftovers. Currently, Leftovers has a 11-point lead, so it is still absolutely anybody's game with 12.5 minutes remaining. That is a long time in DoD terms, especially on this map. But we can see this is gonna be a game that comes down, unless something changes. This is gonna be a game that comes down to literally the last second. So the teams have paused to make sure that their computers are working correctly. Because again, this is going to be a very, very, very close finish, unless one of these teams just falls down, which I'm not anticipating. From what I can tell, it looks like the computers might have been Reset. I can see Leftovers has sat back down in their seats. As the unpause comes in, we have one flag left for Leftovers. They need to rush over there. Koi does, but they do not get there in time, and unfortunately, off the unpause, they are unable to prevent that cap out from late. As they call for another pause.
Point captured! Point captured!
Okay, after that quick cap out, after the unpaused late moves up, grabs that center flag, as Savage is trying to hide behind some flowers. Unfortunately, the flowers do not stop Hypnotic's bullets.
Objective secure!
Miller grabs the flag, and a nice shot on Reptar, but Head Like a Hole is there, looking to grab that flag back. Meanwhile, Epion does have control of the Allies' first bridge. Hypnotic has grabbed a bar and upper connector, waiting on them to come in. You know, don't quite have middle control, but Hypnotic is pushed up. Gets one kill, gets two kills. Falls down, so he might not be getting the flag. But he's going to reset a little bit. Nine slowly pushing up to Tribox. Does get a kill on a Reptar. Gets another kill onto Epion before he's finally taken out by Hey Hi, but Insight is there to back him up. And Insight should be going in. This should be a first flag capture for Insight.
Objective secure!
And they have the flag. Insight probably could have had a cap out there, but he is prone instead. He's going for the ninja cap. He does get one kill. Does get two kills and falls down for the flag cap. So I think that was a bit roundabout by Insight there, but it does result in the same thing, which is another cap out for late. And all of a sudden, late has catapulted into the lead for this match.
Point captured! Area secure!
Another quick middle capture for late, as it seems Leftovers has decided to try to control the sides of the map instead. As Epion gets shot once and is really looking at that window before Sidepiece finally comes up to clear him out.
Point captured!
Insight, two quick kills there before Savage's nade kills him. So Mountain kind of cleared out a little bit. Head Like a Hole and Koi both getting a kill as Head Like a Hole is pushed up into that upper connector area. Gonna look at that spawn entrance where Miller is waiting for him. So Head Like a Hole's push and comes to an end. Reptar gonna run straight into that middle flag capture and try for it. No grenades come in, so he does get it, though he does see Sir Snipey's pistol Koi point blank to the face there. as Reptar is able to get both allies that came through, and a third one for Reptar. That's not only a flag capture of the middle, but 3 short kills right after that before Miller is finally able to clear out the menace. Insight going up. Gonna grab his first flag. We can see Reptar and Insight currently leading the way on the kills as Late grabs that flag. Insight going for another flag capture. 9 was able to get the flag, but Head Like a Hole was able to grab that arch flag, preventing that cap out. Pollock finally does get that arch. I don't think anyone is here. Don't see anyone. Nope, coming through lower. Taken out by Reptar, though. They did get there in time. And one at ladder here. He's taken out by Head Like a Hole. And Reptar, 2 more kills. Reptar really going off this half. See if they'll let me just pick Reptar. It will not, because 9 ended his streak there. But it doesn't matter. Late, blowing this game wide open. So as I was talking in the pause, I said this game was going to come down to the wire. I am currently having to eat my words here as Late has decided to really put the press on, and Leftovers cannot keep up at this point. Nine flies over into middle from that ladder area. Does get 1 kill with his grenade. He's trying to hold the corner as they come in. Both nades come in, but 9 is able to dodge them, and it goes back to try to cap that middle flag with Sir Snipey's providing aerial support. Okay, Leftovers has moved over to the right side here as they decide they are going to flood their arch instead, which is a good idea because that was the only flag they had there for a second. Coy with 1 kill on long sees another body drop, but now finds him within the kill on Miller. Now he's going to push up. Grab that plateau flag. Hey Hi gets a kill on a 9 from that mountain house. So Leftovers has established control again. Well, until Insight gets that kill from Sewers. Has established control of that the mountain house. Insight is moving up those things to make sure that he can try to get there before they respawn. So here he is with a grenade trying to get them as they spawn and come back in. And he stalls long enough that Sir Snipey's is able to move up and capture that arch, giving Late what I think their 5th flag cap out this half. So the map has been blown wide open by Late here. So what started off in this extremely close back and forth first half and half of the second half has quickly turned into the Late show as they again grab that middle flag. Pollock peeking at the right time, Head Like a Hole retreating at the wrong time. As Pollock moves over to hold that flag. Nine moves down into that ladder, that white stairs area, instead of pushing mountain. Sir Snipey's gets the kill on Hypnotic. Hey Hi's pushed all the way up to bridge. He's not there to defend that mountain house. But he can get that flag to prevent a cap out, which he doesn't want to give away his position because Head Like a Hole has decided he's going to get 2 or 3 kills. Now Hey Hi will grab the flag, giving away that he is up here by the spawn. So now it comes down to timing and peaks. He does get one as Insight comes out. Grabs that bar, gets another one as Sir Snipes is there. And unfortunately cannot throw a shovel at 9, so 9 is finally able to get that bridge back.
Point captured.
Sir Snipes moved over to mountainside as that's the side they're trying to crack. Pollock with a 2-kill nade there. Koi picks up Insight's nade, but not enough time for him to get it thrown back as Insight tries to rush Hey-Hi. Hey-Hi is waiting for him. That is a lot dead on the side of Leftovers, although they have a very fast respawn as they are quickly flooding that mountain house.
Objective secure.
Pollock pushing up this long. Here's Koi prime an aid and said, okay, now's the time.
Objective secure.
Catches Koi with his pants down, grabs that arch flag. Savage going to be throwing nades up to try to pepper this ladder mountain area. We can see a lower defender as well as an upper defender in here. Insight able to get 2 kills as Epion has to move up the stairs to kill him. As we see Epion die, now it's just Hypnotic sitting on the flag, dies to Savage, and another cap out by Savage as he casually jumps down onto that flag. And so, a minute and a half left, and Late is still pressing the gas here.
Point captured. Area secured.
So less than a minute left in this match. This is a best of 3. This is currently map 1. We see Late kind of blow the doors off in the second half. What started as a very close match has become a blowout on the side of Late. As they go, there's 30 seconds left. They might be going for another cap out. Epion grabs that bridge flag to try to prevent it as he moves into a spawn killing position. Does only get 1 though.
Point captured. Objective secure.
Late has control of that mountain house, so 16 seconds left. Leftovers does grab that middle flag. So the threat of the cap out is probably abated, but 8 seconds left. The entire map is Late except for the middle garden area. And we see some GGs in chat as we come to a close. Map 1 going the way of Late. Leftovers looking to regroup and reconsider what's going to go on for their second map, which their second map will be... What do we say it was? Their second map is going to be Thunder. So they're going to look to recombobulate themselves, get their heads back on, clear their brains a bit as they are moving into match number 2. And there we go. We got the ready from Late. So we are starting map number 2 between Leftovers and Late. This is DOD Thunder. This is a 1-0 lead for Late. This is Leftovers' last chance here at the World Series of DOD Philly 2025. Brought to you by FanUp, hosted by Tap Esports. And we're launching in. This map is a lot slower than the Harrington map we just watched for two reasons. One, it is just flat out bigger. This is a map that is going to require more travel time to each location. So we see quick 3 kills for Koi, as one of them comes from his 1911. Epion going to be moving into this mid-alley area, moving over to this tank that he's looking at. That is the double capture. The flag right above it is that double cap middle flag. So Epion going to poke out, look at that access loft, which has 2 layers to it. Pollock and Savage. Savage breaks that thing. Epion does get the kill onto 9. They definitely know where Epion is, but Savage did break that flag capture attempt from leftovers as Pollock is able to get the angle on Epion there. Koi's back over here in the ruins area, gets 1 kill, cannot get that second kill, so quick 5 kills for Koi, and he's back to spawn. Late, on the other hand, is pushed up, grab the tank for themselves. Miller going to be spamming that church tower area for the allies. He does kill Head Like a Hole as he comes around, but quickly taken out by Hypnotic Sniper Rifle. This is a map where snipers can have a lot more influence on it due to the length of the map. They can just flat out leverage the be further away and still shoot with pinpoint accuracy.
Point captured.
We see Hypnotic over here looking over he's in upper Susie looking down, sees an access run by, tries for the no-scope and missed. He had time. He got a little too anxious there. Could have just scoped in and got the kill. Instead, Sir Snipes gets him and now Koi both before Epion's forced to deal with him. So Insight going to be moving out of spawn there. Pollock's pushed up. The second flag has been gone the way of the allies here, so Pollock going to be slow looking at the corners, waiting for whoever captured that flag does peek, as they are currently probably hiding within that barrel room over there. Pollock finally does get the kill onto Heihai, but Koi has moved around. Heihai has bought enough time. Reptar does go down before his nade gets anywhere. And so Axis should have their flag back. They do. Insight pushes up to find Head Like a Hole, waiting and holding that corner. 9 going to be the next one to push up. He's looking at the alley to get over to those flower beds, but doesn't see anyone, so he's going to go into what we call yellow room. Heihai, 2 kills, both on Sir Snipes and Miller before Insight finally takes him out. And Insight traded with Koi there. Savage looks over and gets Koi as Koi is strafing in that little alley area. Savage only has 7 HP, so he's going to move into what we call Crack House, because there it is, the big crack in it. As one of the bars, either Epion or Heihai, are sending shots over at Savage's way. Savage finds him in Lower Church. Head Like a Hole, though, does have a Car 98 before Miller takes that back. Meanwhile, the flower bed alley pings Miller, so Miller has to quickly get behind cover. Epion over here in that flower bed area, pushing up. There's a door on the second level here. If you can see, there's a door right there that goes into that yellow room we're talking about. You cannot open that door from this side of the map, so you will not really see Epion go and try to open that door. As middle is captured, Epion able to get 1 kill, but too late. Reptar and Koi get 2 more, but the flag cap goes the way of the Axis, and this is a map, unlike Harrington, which we just watched, this is a map where that middle flag capture is vital, because it is very hard to get. As you see, Leftovers tries to get that flag back, and Insight comes around, bullets firing, and breaks that capture. So now we have a little cover fight between Insight, who's able to get Hey Hi, and Hypnotic there, who finally goes back down to Insight. Reptar, though, double kill to clean it up. So now it's Sir Snipey's over here. Reptar gets him. That's 3 quick kills for Reptar. Savage and Pollock are going to be trying to keep middle their own, and they do by getting those kills, but Reptar had a quick little streak there, but it wasn't enough. Pollock over here in Upper Susie does get a kill on as Hypnotic comes around, but Hey Hi with the spam from Birdcage able to get him out of there. Savage replacing Pollock up in that Upper Susie area. This is a bad position for Leftovers. If they can get a one-shot kill up in those 2 windows, they can be there for a while, and they definitely have one up there right now in Savage. As you see, Savage throw a nade from there, flying from the top. So Snipey's going to move into that ruin area, gets 2 quick kills as the allies come around. He's going to slow peek for that 3rd. And Koi's going to get him from the side. Savage also picked up a sniper rifle. He's posted up in what we call that graveyard that we were talking about. He's over there. Looking at that ally's first flag, Reptar finally able to rid himself of that. But Pollock waiting for Reptar. 2 quick kills for Pollock as he pokes up. Hypnotic has to scope in and take him out. Epion sitting here in Birdcage as Insight is able to get 2 quick kills on the heavy team and move in by himself. Savage pushing up into that Birdcage area. The ruins over to his right. He's going to run in there, and then he's going to move into what we call Yellow House. So we got Yellow Room, Yellow House on the opposite sides of the map. Savage gets 1 kill on Koi, looking down at the allied 2nd flag there, and he's finally taken out again by Reptar. So Reptar has spent most of his day digging out these entrenched axes. He's made some really nice shots, gotten some really nice kills, but because he keeps having to dig them out of their camping spots, he's not getting any map control for himself. We see Reptar see 1 up top and 1 down below, so he has 90'd both of them, but has not gotten any kills. Meanwhile, Savage gets 2 kills. So a lot of work done by Reptar with nothing to show for it. Snipey's with the slow scope around, able to get 2 real fast. Can he get 3? He can before Koi takes him out. 3 fast kills for Snipey's holding that corner there. Things like that just go to maintain the map presence for late. So he killed them at their 2nd flag, and now they're sent back to spawn. And look, they're back already, but that was a good, 10, 15 seconds where they didn't have time to move up. Hey Hi gets the 1 camping in church. Gonna grab his car 98 and move up to those church windows, try to get some sort of good visual indicator that he will be able to kill some of the Axis moving up towards that tank. Insight caught in a bad spot. Hypnotic able to take him out of there. Before Hypnotic gets a 2nd kill on a Pollock in Upper Susie there. Miller, 2 quick kills with that Stas. Hey Hi and Epion answer. And that allows Leftovers to make a play for the tank here. Hey Hi accidentally got off of it, so he's got to run back. So That little break in time was enough for Savage to circle back around from the back and break it himself. So little miscommunication from leftovers there prevents them from getting a flag capture. Meanwhile, Insight sitting in that mid alley going back towards the flower beds. Insight and Insight and 9 having a little bounce lift party as they wait for someone to come around that corner. No one will expect them up in that corner. Meanwhile, Savage clears out the middle flag capture attempt. Epion throws a grenade. They think that there's time, so he waits, baits out Insight, then gets the grenade out of there. Now he's looking for 9 as he swings wide. Then finds 9, but 9 waiting for him in that corner. Leftovers finally able to get that main street captured. They've tried about 4 or 5 times now, but all of them are dead except for Hypnotic, so that is 5 dead on the side of Leftovers. Hypnotic falls now, so this should be a quick little flag cap back if Late was going for it. 9 is pushed up through that bird cage and gets them as they come out of their second flag, giving even more time, allowing Insight and friends to capture that main street back. Savage currently 27 kills, 9 deaths. He is the main difference maker so far in this map control battle. Head Like a Hole has a bar. They're capturing that mid-street. Head Like a Hole is going to push up, trying to long-range bar all the way across the map. Might not be the best idea, so he backs up a little bit. Epion all the way up here with 7 HP. Again, he cannot go through that door, but he can wait, and if someone else goes through that door from the other side, he can slip through. But he cannot open that door, so he is just waiting. Koi hits him in the face with the grenade, so Pollock was able to get the kill on Koi, but Koi gets his martyrdom revenge. Pollock running through this back alley. Gonna come out into this new house area, throw a nade at that tank. He's gonna prime it again and get it one a little bit closer, but Savage and Miller racking up some kills there. 2 more, another kill for Savage. Pollock, no fears. He just moves right into the tank. He knows there's only one ally here, and he knows exactly where he is. He does lose the battle to Head Like a Hole, but not before he gets that capture. So Head Like a Hole unable to force them off of the tank. Leftovers does get some follow-up kills, but that flag capture and those points went towards the way of Late. Insight gets a nade over the top as Leftovers is going for the thing, but they're having trouble again staying on the flag cap. Koi, quick little 2 headshots right there, but he's all alone at the tank, so he's going to run up, and 9 is there to greet him as he comes by. Reptar is finally at the tank, but again, no map control, no buddies to capture. He's just going to move on. Not worth giving away his position. He's going to move up into that back alley area, waiting for them to come out. He hears them about to come, That's 1 kill for him. That's 2 kills. Can he get the third? He can get a third, but there's a fourth and a fifth. So 3 quick kills for Reptar. Sir Snipes is able to get him. Reptar provides a lot of space for leftovers here as they go for this flag capture now. Sir Snipes is still there. Savage is still there. Savage finally dies. And it's Hypnotic and no one else, as Sir Snipes body blocks it and is finally able to kill Hypnotic. So a quick little push from leftovers there. It looked like they were going to get the flag capture, but late able to collapse. Savage and Sir Snipes lifting the load there, able to hold on to that flag. That's 4 dead on the side of late. Leftovers should now be able to get this flag capture as Koi hides from a grenade bouncing in. But his hiding gave him viewpoint of Savage, and the Savage, again, kind of all by himself, able to hold on to that tank capture. 9 also in Crack House, lending support. Savage sitting on the tank here. Right behind us, sees Hayhi's bullets, but can't get a shot onto him as Hayhi kills Miller in that back alley. Savage does get a shot on the head like a hole, but Hypnotic there to take him out. Reptar, 2 more kills. And leftovers again trying for this middle capture. They have tried multiple times. This one succeeds. Now they have to make sure not to die right away and lose it. So Pollock already 2 quick kills on a Hayhi and Hypnotic. Reptar able to maintain control though, come out the victor. Gets another kill on the 9 as he comes around the corner. Gets another kill on the Savage, so that's, I think, 3 or 4 kills for Reptar that life before Insight is able to finally kill him. And Insight had to kill him from behind. So Insight treating this like a CSGO surf map. Gonna jump all the way to the top here. That is a position that most people will not expect a heavy to be in. As we see with a larger, older map, the kind of more subdued playstyle is needed as both teams don't want to lose everything all at once. Reptar going in. He's able to get pretty close to, and can he get there? Where is he? He finally died. Okay. Looking for him, and he was dead. So he was pushing from that first, trying to go to, or from the second, trying to go to the first. But they were able to get him. Epion, on the other hand, going to be the guy that holds that second flag as he's able to kill Insight from Barrel Room. He's going to be looking to just kind of get them as they come by. He's not looking to push and try to cap out. He's just looking to hold what they have. And he's able to kill Miller as he comes around. He sees a bunch of grenades flying, but none of them are at him, so it's fine. And he gets shot through a couple walls, so still has the majority of his health, but has to relocate. He's going to go behind the synonymous barrels of Barrel Room here as they go jump up to where he was. This is one of the changes with this new version of Thunder is they can enter Barrel Room from either side. A very nice spray by Epion there, but he's finally taken out by a shot from Savage as Savage hits 34 kills for this map. 9 had him lined up, but unfortunately they were looking right at him, so unable to get any of those kills. Leftovers getting some point ticks here because Hypnotic is up in that Axis Sniper loft with an Axis Sniper. The only problem with that statement is Hypnotic is on the Allies, so he's able to get a bunch of control. And yeah, Leftovers has a very, very good end of the half there to close the lead, 50 to 56. So like we were talking about, this is a much lower scoring map, so every tick matters when it comes to this map. And so late looked like they were going to have a decent lead coming out, but Leftovers regroups, re-rallies, and they're able to kind of close the lead to only 6 points. All right, we got our scores updated. We got the game yelling at us. And we have our second half going on. So here's the deal. Late, 6-point lead. If they win this match by, or if they lose this match by less than 6 points, or win this match, or this half, they will win this best of 3. So Leftovers doing their best to make sure to force a game 3 here. Late trying their best to end the series now just at 2 games, save a bit of their exhaustion meter as they move on to the next phase. All right, here we go. Matches live. Second half of DoD Thunder between Late and Leftovers.
Point captured.
Let's find Reptars. Reptar starts off with his Car 98. He is in the back here, so he will be looking for the cleanup role rather than the opener. Sir Snipies gets a nice shot onto Epion there. As we see Reptar move in, get one shot, and then dies to Savage. Sir Snipies does die up in that church tower. And Koi dies to a nade at 9, so 9 from the side being able to clear out and keep not control, but prevent Leftovers from gaining control of that tank area. 9 gets a second kill on a Reptar. As the allies are positioned for the axis as they come around their corner. So Snipies wins that sniper duel. And Late should be moving into capturing that tank flag. Reptar and Head Like a Hole moving up together. Reptar does die, so Head Like a Hole should win that because he had knowledge, and he does. Epion kind of just sitting over here in the planter section. Hypnotic looking for any angle he can get that's not expected. Now, the clipping around this tank isn't perfect because this is an older game, right? So, always playing with fire when you're trying to shoot through a small little crack. Nice shot by Koi there on Pollock. But Savage is there. Reptar does clean it up. Head Like a Hole coming in to help capture this. So Leftovers going for that middle capture. They will succeed in getting that middle capture. Head Like a Hole, I think, no, he'd found it, his nade again, so he throws it back. You see an exchanging of grenades flying over these ruins. Head Like a Hole loses that battle to Miller as Miller looks to try to establish some sort of middle control again. Sir Snipies gets a kill before he's taken out. Meanwhile, Hypnotic getting spammed, so he's going to have to try to find a different angle. Sees that 1 out of 2, so now he's going to move over to see if he can find someone peeking out from behind that tank. Hei's here to help him. He's going to grab that Kar 98 off the ground and move up into that crack house. You'll see Reptar get a nice headshot onto Pollock in that church tower. And Tank stays in the control of Leftovers. Insight, couple quick kills there as he pushes up through middle. 9 coming out of those planters with a kill himself. So Insight breaking the way open for Savage and Pollock to get the flag behind him. Reptar going to try to reestablish Leftovers hold here as he gets 2 kills quickly coming around. 3 kills for Reptar as he comes around that slab, and you'll see his teammates, now that the way is a bit clear, are coming with him. Savage waiting for Reptar to run by, but Epion there to exact revenge. Oh my god, a nade from Pollock ends all of that. So Pollock with a nade and then a shot gets 3 fast kills, Miller with a 4th, and immediately late ends any sort of pressure Leftovers had on that middle section. No, Pollock nades himself. Oh no. Miller, though, gets a double kill with his sniper rifle. We can see oh my god, all dead. All are dead for Leftovers. And it was a long respawn timer, so a lot of map control for late as they can push up. Leftovers scurrying as a group here to get into any sort of position to kind of prevent the push from late. 9 going to be sitting here in that alley. Looks like an unprimed nade to get their attention. Snipes watches it blow up. Insight gonna prime a nade and throw it towards Tank. Finds one lower Susie. Pollock gets the nade onto Reptar behind Tank. And Koi is there to stop the cap attempt, but there are enough. Nope, never mind. Koi gets the kill onto Sir Snipes, making it so Pollock is the only one left there. No longer able to capture that flag. So a hold from Koi there. Hey Hi gets one, but not the other in that planter area, as 9 now has control of it. So 9's going to be pushing up as his teammates are looking to capture that middle. The capture might have died, but 9 has not, so he's able to get head like a hole from the side, forcing Reptar to go look at him instead. Snipes gets the kill onto Hypnotic, and they're going for the capture. Koi's nade comes in, and then Hey Hi's nade comes in to clear it out, so a bunch of kill feed action, which results in almost nothing on the map. Hey Hi over here in Lower Church with an SDG. He's going to push into that graveyard area maybe. 9 looking to establish a control over those planters, thinking Epion is in there, so he's going to play it a bit slow. And it's not Epion, it's Koi with a one-shot rifle, so back to base you go. Insight does get the revenge. Here's Epion, waiting just a bit further out. He's going to run back away from a grenade. They definitely know he's there, and Insight is able to get him as he comes around the corner. Reptar has to turn around for Insight. Snipey's waiting on Reptar to come around. Pollock going to throw a grenade. They are going for this tank capture. Pollock and Savage, I think. Pollock with a nice shot on the Hey Hi there. And then cannot win against Head Like a Hole, as Head Like a Hole gets 2 out of the 3 at middle. Can he get the 3rd? He cannot. That is Miller exacting his revenge, but it doesn't matter again because he is out. and no map control changes. Hypnotic misses the jumping body as he comes around. Going to look over at Bunker instead. And the Insight just waiting for him to poke his head around. Koi knows where Insight is. What will not matter because 9 shoots him in the back. 9 dropping his bar for an STG as Epion gets a double kill. 9, one more kill on the Reptar as he's running around the corner. Two quick kills for 9 as he's at that second flag. He has not capped the flag, which is why they didn't know he was there. There's a reason he didn't cap it. He chose those 2 kills over the flag control. Waited a little too long, though. Did not time the respawn correct as he finally caps it and dies as he leaves the cover. So, Sir Snipey's, though, being able to push up due to the space made by 9. As Miller is looking for a long-range battle around Slab, loses to the prone Epion. That's not a position you want to be in, coming around and seeing defense already established. That's hard for you to break into. Headlight Hole with a nice shot on Pollock there, and a nice shot on the Insight, clearing out, giving Leftovers some room to operate here as he moves in towards that Lower Susie area. He's going to actually go back, and a grenade kill for Headlight Hole. Savage doing his best to break the capture, and he succeeds in that from mid-alley. Had like a hole stuck between a rock and a hard place is finally cleaned out. Hypnotic gonna hold this corner. Nope, he unscopes right as Snipeys appears. So, unfortunate timing for Hypnotic means Snipeys is able to move all the way up into what? You know, he's taken out by Headlight Hole, though, so this map has a ton of angles. You got to keep your head on a swivel, but sometimes when you swivel the wrong way, you pay for it. So Leftover's going to go for a flag cap here. And they, again, Savage from Crack House able to control that. Hypnotic having a rough game here as he cannot get an established place. Does get a nice little flick on a Pollock there. But he is definitely sniping from a disadvantage as Snipeys wins the battle again. Snipeys going to move into that back alley area where Koi is if Koi wanted to look the other way, but Koi went the other way. Gets a kill on an Insight, and he's actually going to move in towards that planter alley instead. 9 is waiting for him on the other side. Hey High's looking to clear out 9. 9 hears them coming. Here we go. They're about to run into each other. Sees the barrel of his gun. 9 given away, his position given away by his long barrel. Insight, though, does get the revenge kill, and now Insight is the one moving into that bunker alley. He does get Reptar as Reptar comes around, but Hypnotic waiting for him. Pollock all the way in back alley. He's going for the first flag. Gets another kill. Hypnotic has to stay and wait for him. Pollock threatening that first flag from back alley, though. That's the most amount of action the first flag has seen so far this match. Nine can't get any kills, so he's going to count his lucky ducks and move on back. Miller with the cross shot gets 2 kills there. Hey, I should know that 9 is back in planters, but he's going to leave himself wide open thinking that 9 will not peek, and 9 is not peeking, so a correct assumption on Hey High's part as he snipes in and gets Pollock off a train or off a tank. Savage, though, spamming him as he goes up that ladder means Hey High's sniping days are numbered. Miller cleaning out upper Susie. Dies to Reptar, though. Snipey's 2 quick kills. He's going to continue working that slab as Paula tries to work over here. Snipey's again with another kill. So you can see that late is putting a kind of full court press on this area. And 9, somewhat ninja'd back here. I don't know if they know he's here. He sees the Stas coming in. But I don't know if they know 9 is there, and they don't. 9 has now killed him. He's going to have to run through. Epion is waiting for him, but Miller is there for Epion, and Koi is there for Miller. So an exchange of bodies from multiple angles means Late is not able to get that first flag, except for Sir Snipey's. Everyone be very quiet. Sir Snipey's just got ran by. Oh no, they didn't see him. He is fully ninja'd. The second one runs by. Oh my god, Sir Snipey's is fully ninja'd here. He just had 2 axes run by without seeing him. There's another one here. Oh, he's running by. Sir Snipey's quickly moving up. He is now going to grab this first flag. Can he move backwards? Can he get him from behind and go for that second flag? Sir Snipey's with the ninja cap. Sir Snipey's with the... No, they don't get the cap out! Leftovers able to get their second flag just in time. Oh my god, the ninja was so clean from Sir Snipey's, and it didn't react in a cap out. Are you kidding me? Oh, a beautiful ninja from some Snipey's goes all for naught, as he only gets 2 points out of it. I guess increasing their point total by 2, but man, that could have been a really sick ninja cap out. Unfortunate. Leftovers just gets the flag just by happenstance right on time. Savage 2 quick kills in the top of that Axis loft. Nice shot from Miller there, but he cannot get the second one. We got about 4 minutes left in the half. Late. Currently, they have a 6-point lead from last half, but they currently have a 24-point lead right now, so they're looking to move on in 2 maps here. They were looking to put the dagger in there with that cap out. Leftovers able to prevent the dagger, but they're going to need almost a cap out of their own here with 3 minutes remaining. They're not going to get enough ticks by holding that tank to win this. They're especially since they don't even have the tank. So they're going to have to make a push here, grab that tank, and potentially grab a cap out if they want to force this into a game 3. Late, moving up through this planter alley. Insight misses twice as Epion is able to just spray and get the kill. Savage, 2 kills, actually 3. Unfortunately, one of them was Sir Snipey's with that grenade. He's going to grab that Car 98 and take out Epion as he moves into that Axis house. Headlight go hole, 10 HP coming around the corner. Miller meeting him in the back alley. Sir Snipes and Savage are still up here. Reptar gets out Pollock, but Savage able to get the kill, and Insight coming out through. So late, putting some pressure on here with the last 2 minutes. Going for a full dagger here. Looks like Insight dropped a negative and is now apologizing for it. Binds too close. Nice shot from Sir Snipes, but Koi waiting for him. Koi's on defense. 1 minute left. Late going to take this best of 3 in 2 matches, and they're going to move on in the lower bracket. Leftover is going to come to an end here, as late is just too much map control for them throughout both halves here. So not quite as close as first half, but still a valiant showing by Leftovers at this World Series of DOD in Philly. They're actually still going for that cap out, even though there's less than a minute left. So they will not get that cap, as late is there to defend the tank. But a very nice showing from Koi, a very nice showing from Reptar, as they are leading the way for Leftovers on this map. Hey Hi, Epion, a nice little heavy duo going on, but just not enough flag, not enough map control for Leftovers, as they come to a close, and late moves on, winning the first 2 maps in the best of 3. So they will be moving on with Leftovers eliminated. So there we go. That is the end of that lower bracket match. And let's go ahead and switch over, and I'm going to get up out of my seat and go try to find what we are going to be watching next. Thank you for tuning in. This is the World Series of DOD, brought to you by FanUp. FanUp, find it on the iOS and the Android App Store. We're hosted in Philadelphia by Tap Esports Center. So we will be back. I will be back with a update. For now, we are going on a small little break.